Hey, what's up guys, Little Luigi here. Welcome to STeller episode 2.2. First off, a lot of people didn't vote, which is bad. If you vote, you give yourself a boost to make results more accurate. So why wouldn't you vote? Last episode I forgot to mention that a part of the reason why the submission period took so long is that it took a while to collect the contestants' sentences. Sorry about that, but I can't be awake 24 hours a day. Also, I will now be making the statistics sheet public and there will be a link in the description to get to it. And spoiler alert, as of now, Green Bean Casserole is the fastest sentence submitter alive. Let's review this giant story. Sentence A decided to make the plot about George seeing the main character watch something George wouldn't want to see. That apparently being Teen Titans Go. Sentence D decided to make the channel switch to a violent scene of an animal being killed. Sentence C revealed that George was vegan and him seeing this caused him to go crazy. Then George was hit by glass and threatened to eat the main character. Sentence K decided that we were going to fight George with our non-snake snake whip. We tossed a Rangoon in George's mouth, and we decided to patch him up. But he started to have an identity crisis. Except a commercial from the Church of Veganism lightened his mood. But then the TV switched to another commercial that asked, do you know what happens if you eat meat? We ignored it, however, to go eat a veggie burger. What a great story. Anyways, we have 26 sentences, meaning 4 of the submitters will die and 4 will receive a prize. We got 13 voters, which I'm not a fan of, but whatever. The non-voters will learn their lesson. Only a few didn't vote on all of the sentences. Before we get into results this round, Motivational Lizard decided to use his buddy, Warbunny decided to use his greedy, and Max used his pen. So Warbunny will get a prize unless he dies, and Max will be deciding the next starter sentences. So which contestants made the best sentence for this story? Here's a hint, they are one of the 12 contestants who voted. And that person with a giant 82.24% percentile is Motivational Lizard, who prized last time. His buddy helped him get to victory, and he got a very high percentile. He got 3 second place votes and introduced the vegan part of the story. Your prize is 3 Little Luigi points. Congratulations. And here's the rest of our prizers. Zap, Max Vecto, and Chain Chomp Braden. Zap used the not made out of snakes joke again, which was nice. Max was Lizard's buddy, and Braden had a nice idea with his sentence. Zap, your prize is Locator. Pick which letter you want your sentence to be. Max, your prize is Magic Wand. Get 2 prizes if you prize for the current round. And Braden, your prize is Nullify. Pick a contestant. If they win that round, they don't receive a prize. You guys have 3 rounds to use those items. Let's take a look at the top 10. They are Sive Disdain, Lady Molub, Clark Steve, Ender Brian, Jack of all trades, and Angel Assassins. Congratulations on not dying. Now I'm gonna go down to the last 8 contestants since there are 4 elimination slots. Next up is Dan the Man with No Plan, Viscerant, Chalkin, A Green Bean Casserole, Tyranar, Angel, Percival Von Dragon, and CG3K. 4 of these 8 contestants are going to be eliminated today. The first safe contestant is Toolbox Toast. The next safe contestant is Vortex83, who got a lot of votes in 22nd place. The third safe contestant is Mouseshock9, and now one of you will be safe and the rest will be killed. Maybe if you voted you would have stayed safe. Well, the last safe contestant is Warbunny, who prized last round. He used Greedy, which means he will win a prize. That prize is Clone. Have an extra sentence right next to your original sentence that doesn't count towards anything. Which means that Darist, Marble Race Fan Epic, Silent Nope, and Toffee Turu are gone. Goodbye, all of you. I'm surprised to see the highest percentile of the dead is Darist's 41.85% percentile, and for that, you get the badge Honorable Death for dying with a good score. Marble died with the lowest standard deviation, so he gets the badge Agreeable for everyone agreeing on your rank. Silent Nope, your badge is called Misspelt for all the grammar issues you had in your sentence, which is probably why it got so low. And lastly, Toffee Turo, your badge is Filler, because your sentence didn't add anything to the story, which is why it got last. I'm sorry you guys have to go, but there is still a chance for your revival later. CG3K's I suddenly stopped in confusion and stared at him and said, dude, you forgot to say no homo, was very controversial because of the no homo joke. And we already know that Marbles was the least controversial. And now for some stats. Of course, we are keeping the popularity contest from season 1, and as you can see, Zerlek's death has given him tons and tons of fame, which he will soon lose because he's dead. And second is that guy who was also popular last season. And our outcasts here are Dan, Ender Brian, and Zap, with only 1 mention from episode 0. In percentile, Mouseshock9 has gone way down the leaderboard from first, and Motivational Lizard has taken over. Max is also in second. I'm glad we have a newcomer on top. On the bottom though is Percival Von Dragon, which I didn't expect. He was here last season, so Of course, CG3K is the most controversial, and Toffee Turo, although dead, is the least controversial. This round, you guys made on average longer sentences than last round, with Psy making the longest sentence and Vortex making the shortest. Viscerant is now the closest to the end of the stories, and I've added this stat which compares your percentile to your average placement in the story to see if there's a bias. Now the top means closer to the end and the bottom means closer to the start, and there does seem to be a slight bias to sentences closer to the start, but we'll check back on this later. Oh, also this is how long you guys took to submit, my god. Okay, let's roll the event wheel, except it's actually a wheel. Check this out. Looks like we landed on plot twists, which means kinda like the starter sentence, I will create a sentence that will be in the middle of the story. That sentence will be a plot twist, and you guys will have to ease into that plot twist. So for story 1, the starter sentence chosen by Max Vecto will be, after stepping through the portal, I looked at my surroundings and found that I had hopscotched over 10 centuries back in time. The plot twist will be, that's when I realized what my shenanigans in the past have done to the present. And this will be placed on sentence G. The starter sentence for story 2, also chosen by Max Vecto, will be, while looking through one of the space station's windows, I noticed a space rock cluster heading straight towards us. The plot twist will be, after being relieved we didn't have to worry about that, we then noticed that we're about to head straight into an asteroid belt. Have fun, contestants. Also, don't forget about your power-ups. Bye!